Over the New Year weekend, the United States launched a dramatic military operation in Venezuela. The operation resulted in the capture of President Nicolás Maduro. This immediately sent shockwaves through Latin America and far beyond. What exactly happened? Why did the US act now? How did China respond? And what does this mean for the broader US-China rivalry? According to US officials, American forces carried out strikes inside Venezuela and captured Nicolás Maduro in Caracas. Maduro and his wife were flown to New York to face federal charges. Washington described the operation as a law enforcement and national security action. But for many governments around the world, this looked like something much bigger. Venezuela is not just another country in the headlines. It sits on some of the largest proven oil reserves on the planet. That makes it strategically important for energy markets, for regional influence, and for global power politics. Whoever shapes Venezuela's future also shapes access to these resources. The reaction was swift. Several Latin American governments condemned the US strikes as a violation of sovereignty. The United Nations raised serious concerns about international law. Even some US allies urged restraint. This moment reopened an old debate. How far can powerful countries go when they say they're acting for security? China reacted strongly. Beijing condemned the US action as a violation of international law and Venezuelan sovereignty. Chinese officials warned that unilateral force could destabilize the entire region. China has long had economic and political ties with Venezuela, especially through oil and financing. Over the past 2 decades, China has loaned Venezuela more than $100 billion. Most of it came through oil for loan deals, in which Venezuela paid China back with crude oil instead of cash. Much has been repaid or restructured, but Venezuela still owes China an estimated $10 to $12 billion. That remaining debt matters because it ties China's interest directly to Venezuela's oil production and political stability. If oil flows are disrupted or a new government rewrites the rules, China could have trouble getting repaid. And that's why Venezuela isn't just a regional crisis. It's a test of how much influence China can actually protect overseas when US power, regime change, and control over strategic resources collide. This isn't just about Venezuela. It shows that US-China competition is not limited to Asia. It's global. Latin America, the Middle East, Africa, all are arenas where influence, resources, and power are contested. For now, China's response remains diplomatic, not military. But the long-term implications are still unfolding. Venezuela has become another reminder that great power competition can surface anywhere and very quickly. That's why understanding US-China relations requires looking far beyond Beijing and Washington. I'm Chris. Thanks for watching China and Us.